Oh, welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey. And look at all my pretties. Aren't they gorgeous? Just look, 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 look. I got all 9 now. They've come in the mail. Oh, I am so excited. See how shiny and silky, silk and bamboo. Okay, I'm so glad you're here today. Oh, let's hang out. Oh, so yeah, my order has come in. I have 9 of these. If you can believe. Oh, I just love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So, we're going to talk about this yarn briefly. I have spoken about this one before. This I did get from Temu. It started off with 3 as a prize. 80% silk and 20% bamboo fiber. They're about 100 grams, which is about 100 to 113 meters. And so with 9 of them, that's like 900 meters or so, give or take a little bit, depending. And I'm still debating about maybe thinning it down. Let's take a little peek here. Oh, sorry. Okay, my thing is being a little weird. Just one moment. So, it's got a really nice sheen to it. I could probably thin that down, but I'm thinking I don't want to. But let's just take a really good close look at that. So, I finally got some hanks. I'm really excited about them. I think they're great. I love the colors together. The pink, the blue, the brown. This is going to make me something really great. I am really excited about this one. So I've got all my pieces, which is what I'm going to start doing with my grown-up money from my job, is I'm going to start grabbing pieces to use some of my yarn in bigger amounts. So I have the bits of this, bits of that, and I wanted to mix and match, but some of it's not quite mixable with other things I have. So I'm going to start looking at getting enough to make something with a few of these yarns. Anyways, I have more to show you. One moment, please. Okay, also stopped by at the thrift store last week and picked myself up these beautiful vintage, that's a price tag, bit of it left, vintage Karen Dazzle Air. Soft as bright, happy dreams and delightful color schemes, Karen Dazzled Air. It's 4-ply, so that means there's 4 threads to it. Look at how pretty that is. And it is actually so very soft. It's got a net weight of 3 ounces. It says knitting needle, size 8. Crochet gauge for single crochet stitches per 1 inch, 4.5 rows. Suggested hook size G. I'm not sure what size that would be because I don't normally go with the letters. Machine washable, use warm water with any detergent, always machine dry, needs no shaping. Oh, wow. And this is called Earth Glow. And this was a thrift store find, and I think it's gorgeous. I kind of want to do something like there's this mosaic, sort of like a stained glass type granny square that I keep running across. And I think these would be lovely with like with maybe a dark black or even a gray, maybe a lighter gray, maybe a darker one, I'm not sure. But I am quite happy with what I picked up for $5. And yeah, I can't wait to figure out what I want to do with them. I know I'm probably only going to find the 2, and that's a-okay. So I'm just going to work on this half. So my tutorial that I want to do for this one, I'm going to show you the other half. So I'm going to get this half done because then the main part is getting them to attach to each other the way you want to. It is a long project. This might take me a while. I'm kind of nervous about the whole thing, and I'm hoping it's going to work out. And I was looking at yarn this morning online, because, you know, you wake up 4:30 in the morning. What else are you going to do? Look at yarn. And Hobie apparently has my Dahlia cakes. They're already out. I am absolutely crazy about these cakes. I really, really love their Halloween ones. I have 3 different colors, but one of each, which I have thinned out. And they came up with some new colors. The Zombie Feast is calling my name. And I think there was one called like Witch's Love with a pink center with lots of greens and black and just wow. Sorry, I had to pause there. I had a big sneeze sneaking up on me. Anyway, so now I'm looking at that going, ugh. But the problem is, oh boy, Hobie usually has quite a bit of customs sometimes, and everything's in American funds, so it's going to cost me a little more. Well, quite a bit more. It's like at $1.36 right now for the exchange rate, and that's a lot more than I want to spend on these, even though I absolutely love them. Too bad Hobie won't do Canadian funds. I really would love to be able to get more of their yarns. I mean, the Carnival was on sale for $5 each, but that would be almost $7 each, and it adds up. It adds up fast. Oh, pardon me. That sneeze broke loose something in my head. I'm alright, though. Okay, I'm going to skip that. We don't want that to be a half double. Whatever. I don't want it to be that stitch. I want it to be a double crochet. So this is going very, very well. I've mostly been working on it during breaks at work. I haven't had much for crochet time, but I have gotten a few things closer to being completed. And I'm just trying to balance all the different hats I wear at all the different times of the day, right? Right. So far, not so bad. There we go. And this is going to be just as beautiful as it was before, but probably a little more uniform is what I'm thinking, because I think I want to look crazy with the double crochet rows, so this might actually end up being longer because I've changed how I wanted to do it. What I've decided to do is I want to do 2 rows of double, 2 rows of mesh, 2 of double, just so I get this look. I think that's going to look a lot nicer, and I really, really, really am liking reworking it, even though I'm a little disappointed, but I also really like this colorway, so that I didn't think they'd be coming out with Halloween in July. Can you believe that? Love it. I looked on Mary Maxim today as well, and Mary Maxim has, what do they call it again? It's one of the big twists, and it is a giant. It's like 1,000 meters, so I may have to grab some black. The black looked really nice, so I might be doing that to go start my granny neon square. It's one I really have most of the yarn I need for it, and I've been putting it off because I don't have enough black, and I wanted the black to all be the same. So I think 2,000 meters should probably go with all my neon colors that I have because of the look I want. And I'm just determined if how I want to do it. Do I want to do squares? Do I want to do stripes? I do want these colors in one project, so that's why I've had all those neons on my shelf for so long, because I found some super bright, gorgeous ones, but I haven't had enough black to even think about how I want to do it. There is also the granny squares that have skulls, and I've seen it done a couple times where you have like a white or gray skull, and then the neon around, and then the black as a border. So that has caught my eye as well. Few options. Of course, there's a million options. Let's be real here. There's so many different patterns out there, and gorgeous ways to mix them. So, I don't know. I've got some thinking to do here. I don't know what I want to do with the silk and bamboo, but I think I have enough to do like maybe like a crop top kind of pullover that I could just throw on over what I'm wearing kind of thing. But I might not. I might decide to go with like something like a loose tank top, which I've been thinking about. But I wasn't sure which yarn I'd want to do it with because I'd want it to be lightweight, and I don't know if this is going to be lightweight enough. I might have to go with my big cakes here. There's so many things I want to make, and my mind is just going crazy with all the different ideas. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure everybody has lots and lots of ideas of things they'd like to make, and what weights they prefer. That is always important too. I find I really like this lightweight cotton for these hot weather days, but I've also found myself wearing some of it during the winter over top of longer sleeved shirts and whatnot, just because the colors are so vibrant and beautiful. And like, I love this green and this yellow mix I've got going here, where one thread is green and one's yellow. I really like it. I think it looks amazing. So what I've been doing is I'm matching up my stitches to how many chains I've done. So I do 2 around the chains because I don't want to go through them. It just doesn't give it the movement I want. It would leave it stiff, and I want it to be quite flowy. But I will put one through the double crochet to keep it in its shape. That's what I found worked last time, and it really does give it a little more strength, which is something I really guess I need with this particular top. Oh, see, I'd like to say I was going to buy more yarn this paycheck, but I have my eye on a brand new vacuum, and then I want to put money towards getting my minivan up and running. It has been in bad shape and really needs a new fuel pump and filter, which have finally showed up in the mail. Thank you, Amazon. It took 3 months to get one filter. We got everything else right away, but the filter took forever. Anyway, so we got all the parts we need, and the guy that was going to do it is kind of having a very long camping trip, so that is kind of a wrench in our plans, but we will figure it out. My husband's talking to different mechanics and seeing if anyone would be able to do this for us before we do any more damage to the minivan. So we haven't been driving it. We're busing it, walking. The kids are loving it. They love going for bus rides because it's fun. And we live in a small town, so it's not a long bus ride. And it gets them where they want to go. So how can we go wrong, right? Yeah, this one is just going to be a little neater than I first did. Okay, sorry, I got a minor interruption. I'll knock on my door. 1 and 2, and we look great. I'm really happy with how this one is coming together. It is going to be a while. Yeah, I'm looking at a vacuum. And I'm going to buy some air filters to go with it. And yeah, I got to get that minivan up and running. So I might not buy any yarn, but I mean, I'm not in any rush because I've kind of had to slow down a little bit. And like I said, I want to get enough to make a few items for myself to wear. Maybe the kids too, but I mean, what are you going to do, right? It's kind of hard to come up with something when you only have enough to like cover your arm of a certain kind. But I mean, granny squares are always cool, so I am thinking about that mosaic granny square for that one there. And I think I have at least 2 other ones that would be quite complimentary. So I'll look into what I want to mix it with. And it's going to go in my my vintage precious pile of ones that I want to save for something interesting, because I only get a few of them, but I might make like this really crazy blanket, or I don't know, who knows. I do like it though. It is really, really cute. And who knows, I might decide just to go like on eBay or something and see if I can find more of it. And hope that it isn't fake or whatever. Anyways, I'm thinking of the worst case scenarios over here, so that's a good way to spend my day off. Oh goodness. And boom. Looking amazing. Yep, these colors are phenomenal. I do like the Halloween mixtures. The indigo. It's just, oh, so pretty. Need one more here and then through the top. Thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. And I'll see you again very soon.